And then Natalie picks her.
It's actually Carolyn. No, that's all right. It happens all the time. How are you guys doing tonight? Come on, start waking up. Let's get some blood moving here. I've been doing comedy for only about a year and a half now. But actually, when I think about it, I've been on a stage more as a PTO parent and a stripper than I have as a comic. I did do PTO and all that with my son, but before that, I was in the Navy. And believe it or not, I actually had to have a height waiver to join the Navy. Because you have to be 5'2" to be in the military. I am only 4'10" and 3/4 inches. Now this 3/4 is very fucking important. It can make the difference between somebody rounding you up to 4'11" or rounding you down to 4'10".
Which is technically a midget.
Exactly. It wasn't when I was younger. 4'8" was a midget when I was growing up. So I felt pretty confident within my realm. And now that I'm an adult, it's now 4'10". Fuck you. No, you can't raise the bar on being a midget. You gotta leave it right where the fuck it is or lower it. You cannot raise it. That's not fair. I have enough trauma to fucking work through, adding the fact that I'm now dating a midget fucker.
Yeah.
You know?
Very marketable. Very marketable.
When I was in boot camp or military, one of my favorite things was boot camp showers. I mean, think about it. I mean, look at my height. I'm boob height. There's 86 girls in boot camp. That's 172 titties, just in case you needed the math. I can't look up. That's waterboarding. I can't look down. That's reverse waterboarding with shampoo. I got 8 weeks of 172 titties. No, honestly, it was acronyms. Like CYA. Cover your ass. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. The one that gets me in trouble so much in the civilian world. Cunt. Can't understand normal thinking. So if you can understand normal thinking, you should not be very upset about this. But getting overworked in public certainly does look suspicious. I know, exactly. I grew a fondness for military terms, except for pull out and quick withdrawal. I never liked that. I always felt like somebody left that situation completely dissatisfied. Can we find a term so when we leave a country, it sounds like everybody got their fair share?
Diplomacy.
We're talking about civilization, so yeah, that's not going to work out so well. Yeah, you have high hopes. I believe in you. But I'm 49 and have been there. I've lost my hope with society. I'm really happy that females now get to do more in the military. When I joined, there was only certain ships we can serve on. And now we can do almost anything in the Navy. But the one place I don't think we belong is on submarines. There is no way you can get, I think there's 68 of them that go under, and have men and women go under a sub for 6 months and somebody not come up pregnant. And you can't have all women on a sub because we're fucking evil. We're just gonna kill each other. And the only ones that are gonna survive are the ones in menopause, because we no longer give a fuck. We're just gonna sit back, doing shots, laughing at them, going, oh, remember when we cared so much about so little? Should we break up the fight? Nah, fuck it, let them figure it out on their own. We did. I got out of the military, became a mom. I was a very involved mother, but I wasn't like a helicopter butt plug mom. Speaking of butt plugs, have you seen these ones that light up? I think they would be amazing for night walking and night jogging, simply for safety reasons only. Everybody will know where you are. It does not have to be sexual, unless you really want it to be. I am not gonna yuck your yum.
You know, she'd be going out, running out.
I did the whole den leader with Cub Scouts, all the way up until some of the parents found out I used to be a stripper. And then all of a sudden I was immoral and shouldn't be near little boys. I was like, fuck, I was a stripper, not a priest. Get the fuck over it. The mother who reported me actually got busted stealing from the pack.
Nice.
And all I could think is if I would have left with money, I would have fucking earned my shit. Exactly. Hey.
What's your name again?
Carolyn. As a stripper, though, I had a lot of fun. And, you know, you guys will never really understand the industry. Because we're there for work. That's our job. We're not there looking for a husband or someone to save us or take care of us. That's not what they're there for. And the other deep, dark secret you guys don't know is I haven't met a stripper that wasn't molested. So, have fun with that shit show. I've been through therapy. He asked earlier who's got therapy. I get therapy through the VA. Any other military personnel here? I'm all alone. Oh,
I didn't make it past boot camp. I got seizures.
what branch?
Navy.
Hey, I knew I liked you. We could have tore some fucking ports up, bitch. They took me to Tijuana once. Well, I went there more than once, but they took me there once to see a special show. My dad asked me not to do that joke because he found it very vulgar. But I'm just gonna say that I left wondering only one thing. How do you unhinge your jaw like that? I mean, did she get, how does she do that shit?
Get hit enough.
I mean, and I choke on a fucking hot dog. How the hell is this woman? I just left impressed, horrified, but impressed. My son, as he got older, was growing up, we had certain things we loved to do together, and watching Tosh.0 was one of them. Who here knows who Tosh.0 is? Thank God I don't have to explain this too much. Have you guys seen the episode where he Gaddafi'd his staff? Okay, if you don't know who Gaddafi is, Google it. I don't want to go into time to it. But Tosh went around sticking, anytime somebody bent over, he like shoved his thumb or whatever he had in his hand in their ass and Gaddafi'd them. So one day, me thinking I'm fucking funny, my son bent over in front of me and I Gaddafi'd him. And he was so fucking pissed. All of his friends laughed so hard. And he found out I do this joke and he's like, Mom, that's fucked up. And I'm like, what, that I do the joke? He's like, no, that you Gaddafi'd me. I'm still fucking pissed off about that. But I had good reason for it. I walk in their room one day and the boys are all giggling around the computer and they invite me over to watch, which is a problem when you're a parent who's involved, you learn too much. They were watching Two Girls, One Cup. Yeah, I was committed. I couldn't walk away. I spent too much time building a reputation with these little shits. They're fucking lucky I saw that donkey show, because that was way fucking worse than that. After about 20 years of marriage, I got a divorce, left Fort Collins, and moved to Casper, Wyoming. No, it wasn't that bad. I discovered things in Casper, Wyoming. As you get older, you learn things. If you are open to learn, no matter what age, you will always learn new things. And then you share them with other people. Like, I learned young, one crime at a time. I pass this on to many people. I have many friends who are grateful for the phrase, one crime at a time. If you're high, don't drive. You don't want to do two crimes. One crime, well, it was illegal back then. It's new. Remember back in my day, we couldn't call them bongs or weed pens. We just had to go in and speak some code of a tobacco water pipe and shit. You guys don't understand the fuckery we went through when we were 16 just to buy a glass pipe. You'll never understand. But I forgot what I was saying. I got distracted. I know I do. No, it's the weed and PTSD that causes memory problems, believe it or not. It's a true thing, yeah. My therapist in some of our sessions up in Miles City,
Flash at 15.
it gets so fucking cold up there. I thought Billings prepared me. The year I spent here prepared me for Miles City. I went up there and I think it was January, I asked Alexa every morning, Alexa, what's the wind chill? Because out here it doesn't matter the temperature in the winter. It's the wind chill that tells you how you're gonna dress. So I asked Alexa what the wind chill outside is. And she said negative 40 degrees with a high of a negative 13-degree wind chill. Dusty, Alexa's fucking broken. And then I learned what hoarfrost was. That's fucking beautiful. And they told me it would go away when it warms up. It stayed all fucking day. It never fucking went away. I'm like, oh my God, my serotonin is fucking freezing. My internet keeps freezing. I'm in the middle of a therapy session working through some dark shit. And she like freezes with the most fucked up look on her face ever. And I can't help but to wonder, did I just break my therapist? Should I stop talking at some point or keep going? I'm gonna keep working this because this is my work. And then you get all done just to realize she was frozen. Fuck, I gotta say all that bullshit again. I didn't know what the fuck I was getting into up there. I learned, I'm so embarrassed to admit this, I have to laugh. I didn't know cows had teeth. And we were at the breeders convention thing up in Miles City, and they have all the cattle down the middle of the street. And I'm all excited because I spent most of my life in big cities. And I'm like, oh my God, look at the fucking cattle. And I'm like a little 2-year-old bouncing. I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. And then one of them bends down to get some hay. And I see its teeth. And I go running over to my boyfriend. I'm like, oh my God, Dusty, cows have fucking teeth. And he's like, what? And I was like, cows have, and he stopped me right there. And he's like, you didn't fucking know cows had teeth. And I was like, don't say that so loud. Everybody's gonna look at me. And he's like, they already are. He's like, you grew up in Texas. I said, fucking oil Texas. All right, there's a fucking difference. I didn't know. But now I do, and I'm smarter for it. And then I found out, get this shit, they're born with their teeth. Yeah, no shit. Cows are born with their teeth. Now here's my confusion. I did take ag for a year, and I heard the rumors of what the guys were doing with the baby calves and shit. That's part of why I thought cows didn't have teeth. I thought their 4 stomachs did all the work. So now I'm sitting here thinking those fucking dudes in high school were putting their in a cattle's mouth with it. What the fuck? And you yell at me if I scrape? Fuck you! That's not right.
Everybody knows cows give the best gum.
But it's not gummies. They've got teeth. He always does tell me the more you practice, the better you'll get. And I do want to be the best cocksucker I can be. But still, why get mad at me when I scrape a fucking cow? That blew my
Next
mind.
time you give me shit, I'm
The other thing I learned is that girls can actually have multiples.
only with the right guy.
Yeah, I know. You have to be able to be comfortable and relaxed and secure with your partner. I know this now. I didn't know this before.
No,
You
You've
don't?
been up a little
Oh,
longer.
fuck. Well, I never had anybody try, apparently, because I was 46 years old when I had my first multiple orgasms. And I yelled out thank you so many times that it kind of freaked him out and he had to stop and make sure I was okay. When I moved out of my dad's house and I followed him all the way to Billings, Montana. That's how I ended up here before Miles City. My dad was a little pissed off that I left. And then he saw my bit that I did on my YouTube page about my first orgasms and discovering squirting, and called me and told me, I'm no longer mad at you, I understand now. And what's that say about my family? That it takes knowing I never knew girls could really come. I thought it was fake, like a little bag, or they were peeing. No, there's nothing more powerful than making a man sleep in your fucking wet spot. And that's my time. I thank you guys so much for coming out and giving me a chance.